This is another really pretty stone, and let's just look at this for a second. I think it's some kind of agate with like a crackle formation when it cooled. Look at that. That's so the banding on that, and then the crackle coming down through it. That's so interesting. So fascinating. Can we get a close up? Oh, yes. Yes. Anyway, this is I think it's 22 gauge silver, and I found out that I can put it through twice, so we're gonna do a double-stranded wrap. It's amazing when you can do a double-stranded wrap, double-stranded wrap, double-stranded wrap. Remember those old Saturday morning cartoons about double-stranded wrap? You don't? Well, maybe they were just in my imagination. It's amazing when you can do a double-stranded wrap, double-stranded wrap, double-stranded wrap. I know you just see flashes of light and stuff, but I'm actually stretching out the wire to prepare for this double-stranded wrap. I think I'm going to try to take a lot of wire, like a whole, almost 2 whole meters, 6 feet. Something like that. I'm not measuring, I'm just guessing, but we're going to take all this double-stranded wire and stretch it out. Ooh, that's about 5.5 feet. And, put the two ends together, right, like this, and then we pull it, 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 all the way to the end, where it's starting to make. Oh gosh, this stuff is bouncing all over. I got to get me some better silver from Parawire, because I hear they have the good stuff now. Because this stuff is just, well, watch this. There we go. All right, that came on. There we go. We got a nice loop at the end. Might not stay that way, but we'll keep that loop for now. And so sorry, we're 2 minutes in, and I've done nothing but play with this wire. Ugh, so disgusting. All right, so let's take these 2 strands, get our stone, and it's drilled straight through. It's a nice hole. Can fit 2 strands of 22 gauge. We're going to bring it to the middle of our double set. So we're going to bring these 4 strands together now to make sure we're in the middle of the wire. And, all right, we're going to go crimp, crimp. We're going to make our signature loop at the top. Just wrap it right around your finger if you like. Just like, sorry, this wire is bouncing all over the place, just fighting me. And of course, because it's hard and it's not smooth, it doesn't want to make a nice round loop. It wants to make a triangle nonsense. That's okay. We'll smooth it out later. So let's get this and wrap it around itself one time. There we go. You could also just hold this wire and twist the top. Either way does the same thing. And we're going to fold this over with our 2 strands. Fold this over. And going very gentle and carefully, because when the wire is not, when it's not smooth, when it's kind of hard and wants to kink easily, you can avoid that if you do really big arcs instead of just pulling it. You can't get away with just making sudden movements, because it'll just make sharp corners instead of smooth. See how that's making like a sharper loop right there instead of a smooth round circle? But if you're careful enough, you can still get a nice thing going. Look at that. I'm loving this. Look at that's kind of like a really pretty pattern. There's just the way it is now. I think I'm going to leave these strands separated and just see what we can come up with. Let's go with it. Cross over here. And when we cross over in the back, I like to fold them over and twist at least once or twice, because that just holds it tighter for this kind of wrap. And then continue on our way around. Oh, this is fun. What's happening? It's all over the place. Let's just bend it right up and let's just end this. We'll end this with the scarf for now. Maybe I won't use most of this wire. All right, that's good. Look at that. Look how it's mirroring the pattern of the stone. I know I said this in the last video, but it's doing it again. It's doing it. It's doing it. Okay, we'll bring this one around like this. Okay, it's looking so pretty. Look at that. So cool. I love when like you have like multiple strands like this that are like in a similar pattern, but then they're also going opposite, not opposite, but like slightly different ways, crossing each other. Like, wow, how pretty is that? And I was going to go for a real crazy wrap here with all this wire, but you know what? Simplicity, I think it's done. I'm just going to cross these right here. So this is secure. And whoa, that just grabbed that and that grabbed that over there. And all right, so I have these two here. So all I need to do is take this and come down and grab onto these two just to secure them a little better. And then we'll scarf it and we'll be done. So I'm going to take them. I'm holding everything tight in the front here because I don't want it to move out of place. I like where it is. And I'm going to take these two wires and try to just stick them under here. Let's get them under there. Good. Pull them through. Through. This is going to be a little tricky because it's going to want to crimp early before I get it all the way through. Just going to work it gently, and everything else is kind of not that stable, so I'm still holding everything with all my fingers. This is a multi-finger, what's the word? Multi-finger bracing. I'm going to immediately, I did that because the wire is starting to stick out there, and I don't want it to show on the front. And I'm going to even do it one more time. And now I'm just going to take what's left and try to pull it in tight. And try to, it's not going tight. This wire is really hard to work with, but we're going to get it. We're going to pull it. Sometimes you got to grab it in different places. I'm telling you guys, like a lot of it, what you get frustrated with when you give up early because a wire just doesn't do what you thought it was going to do. It's just, you got to just work through that. You got to just keep playing with the wire and keep trying new things with the wire. And like eventually you start to learn to become one with the wire, just like it says in a Zen movie. But let's see what's happening up front here. Is it still looking really cool? It's kind of cool. I want these to be more separate here, like that. There we go. This is all a little bit looser than I'd like. Maybe we can crimp it in the back later. Is it good enough to just pull it straight up to the top? Well, we don't want to fold any more over that side, I don't think. Or do we? Do we want to come around one more time? One more set? No, that's just going to look too messy. It looks great the way it is. Let's end it. So, is that going to be strong enough? Hopefully. So we have these 4 strands are coming up to the top. And let's bring it around, across the front, scarfing it back across the back, across the front again, stacking the scarf, and across the back, and that's it. We're going to end it. We're going to cut all 4 of them at once. And, oh, these cutters are like, what? You want me to do that? That's hard. But we did it. And see those 4 sticking out? We're going to fold all of them in. Get into that little bowl made by the scarf. I'm pushing them like this. Now I'm going to pinch them. Ready? Pinch them in. Pinch them in. Pinch them in. And they're in. And they're in. And check the front. Cool. Straighten it out. Try to make that loop a little bit more round. Good, I like it. And what do we do with this? It's pretty, but it's kind of a springy mess. It's like, it's good, but this wire's bouncing all over the place. We like this, we like this, we like all these strands doing these cool things, but, well, let's press it like this and hold it, because that's how we like it, right? And let's come back here and see if we can crimp these in place, right, in the back. Crimp it everywhere I turn it. It's pushing it in a place I don't want it to go, but that's okay. We'll just crimp each one in the same direction. Hopefully they'll all move similarly and still look cool. Crimping, you have to push down really tight, perpendicular, and you have to grip it tight, and you have to twist carefully, but firmly. It's very easy to slip. What did that do? Not bad. The front, it looks a little bit off where we had it, but it still looks good. I like the design, and it's quite a bit tighter. That's good. I don't think we're going to get perfection on this one. This is not my favorite. It is a little snaggable. I'm going to try to just crimp that to keep it close at hand. But I don't like this really too much. It's just a little bit of a mess back there. But I'm pushing on it, and it's pretty firm. Like, yes, you could hit it hard and knock it out of place, but I think it's going to survive the hug challenge. Like, if you hug someone real tight and smush the hug and rub the necklace around while you're wearing it, and then the wires won't get messed up when you're done with the hug. That's the hug challenge. If you walk up to someone and say, "Can I try the hug challenge with you?" and then you do what I just described, you might have some people concerned. They might call some security. I'm just saying. So, hug challenge at your own risk. But I don't know. I kind of like this. Again, I am on the road. I didn't bring any chain or cord or anything. I can go to the store and pick up some, so I can give you some cooler finished videos. But for now, you just got to picture this as a pendant on someone's neck, and just think of how much fun you can just have with a double strand wrap. And you guys can probably do more fun stuff. In the past, I'd throw a whole bunch of E6000 on the back here. Just blah, blah. And I'm not saying that's the worst thing in the world to do. E6000, it holds it tight. It's kind of an industrial strength rubber cement. So it will peel right up off the stone. It won't damage the stone. But I'm trying to get more pure with the wire wrapping and just have the wire hold itself without needing it. But in this case, just to finish it off, I think once I get some E6000, because I don't have any with me, I think I'm going to put a glob there. Because I can't really anchor it down here to anything without putting more wire over the front, and that's going to take away from the pretty design. So, give you guys one last look at it. Voila, voilou, voili, voila la 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 la, voila la 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 la.